his weekly rounds at the strip club, passed out in an alley for a few hours, and headed back to the docks for another shift. Reeking of cat piss and yeast, he was downright asinine by the time he got home. "Jasper's gone, yeah? Saved the suitcases for later," he told Esmeralda while he hacked at a tuna with a Chinese cleaver. I'm half Swedish, by the way. "Tonight is a party." Stuffing pizza in her mouth, Esmeralda grumbled her preference for a quiet evening alone. "Girl, hate to break it to you, but you're not on the lease. Your vote's not counted, we're gonna have fun. Join up if the spirits allow." He salted the tuna and shoved it in the oven. "Heck if I'm not gonna need more fishes." 20 minutes later, 4 lasses from Linköping rang up, bearing jars of herring and plates of butter cookies, like any good orgy starts. Johan from Jönköping arrived with a tub of head cheese. Then shark-bait Ingemar, with his left arm chewed off, waded in and challenged the 4 lasses to an arm wrestling match, which he lost intentionally, but not before cupping some premium Swedish booze. They were followed by a parade of Malmomians and Göteborgians and Stockholmians, and even a few Finns mixed in, swilling liquor and recounting recent fights and packed into the empty space created by a man lost in a hole. They downed grog, roast corv, and all kinds of large-headed fish, throwing scraps out the window for a couple of roaming dogs. Esmeralda watched wearily from the couch, a forlorn lump smothered by Roxette's Joyride album. When the children were tucked away, so I should explain that, just a little, so you get the family situation. They got married, they got kids, they moved in with the roommate, and then the dad left, so it's like mom, kids with the roommates. It's a little bit weird. So when the children were tucked away in Jasper's old bedroom, and Esmeralda appeared to be asleep on the couch, a Viking hat materialized, bottles of Svedka, Sven's collection of Madonna-themed shot glasses. Someone suggested they all get naked. "Gustavus Adolphus commands you to consume," cried a tall, red-headed man who, between his hair color and leadership qualities, resembled the Swedish king enough to invoke his authority. Through a newspaper bullhorn, he ordered the first round of shots and disrobement, creating a heap of socks in the center of the living room. A fuzzy hour transpired. The pile of clothes rose steadily, absorbing caps, pants, socks, flannel shirts, undershirts, empty bottles, liquor-tinged pantyhose, and brassieres, and male thongs. A tannic glaze melted over lips and skin. Sloppy eyes reframed proportions. The feel of flesh grew significantly more scrumptious. Esmeralda awoke to a shaking in her belly. She generally attributed such disruptions to hunger and reached for the carton of emergency malt balls she kept under the couch. Her hand brushed a sweaty foot, then a stiff nipple. She opened her eyes. Shark-bait Ingemar was naked with 3 lasses and a lad. Johan was jamming into what looked to be either a midget or a grossly underage girl. Kitchen utensils were inserted into shaved orifices. Fair hair and pale skin interlocked in a frighteningly Aryan human jungle gym. The sofa shook with their hectic movements. "That explains the tummy trouble," she muttered. But somewhere south of her stomach, a dime-shaped hub flickered to life. Sven Johansson tiptoed around the room, sipping vodka from a sealskin flask and coaching. "Knola! That's the way to land the harpoon, yeah? Open up, girl, make it easy. The man bush from work all day. Use the hips, thrust forward, bang! Tell Lark, no teeth, use tongue. I go, why no play, friend? Waiting for me? I'll finish the bottle, I'll come see you, okay?" After another circuit around the living room, he lowered himself onto the couch and provided running commentary on an oscillating love triangle. 3 Swedes covered in raspberry jam and tongues. His stubbled cheekbones bit through the half-light of the dangling kitchen fixture, a hard gibbous moon that moved Esmeralda's clitoris a step forward to activation. A minute later, Sven discovered a ham-bone forearm spider climbing up his leg and let slip his first thought. "Yeah, big girl, ready to play?" Was she? Her hand raced through its ascent and snatched Sven's harpoon. She took a long pull on his flask and bathed his rigid weaponry in a thorough vodka wash. After a few minutes of toothy lathering, Johan got jealous from being left out of the fat girl fun, so he raised her muumuu from behind, parted her whale cheeks, and dove in. The lasses wandered over intrigued, bringing their coterie of crotch pumpers with them, and in a few minutes Esmeralda was completely covered in Swedish swingers. Somebody sliced off her muumuu with the blue jeweled scissors from her grey wool bag, and no sooner was Esmeralda's celestial nudity unveiled than it was consumed entirely, exciting her sexual soul into a placid, perfect trance. It was Murat, this is her son, Murat's first night alone in bed, and he dreamed of cartoon devils dancing around him, poking his face with hot brands, spitting black lava, The door to the bedroom swung open, Hades' light filtering around a one-armed monster. Hello? Elvate, this ain't the Lou. The monster left. The door was ajar. Sugary pop music leaked in. Marat climbed to his feet and stepped through the vortex to another universe, with naked people lumped up together in a pile, crazy mixed up yelling, men thumping